What's up guys, Sal here. So I have 3 new updates about the Galaxy S24 Ultra that will surely put a big smile on your face if you're looking forward to these phones. Starting with the display, you see Samsung makes their own displays which they use for their own devices. They also supply them to other companies such as Apple. Every year Samsung keeps the best displays for themselves for their Ultra phones while they supply older displays with a year-old tech to others. But that changed this year as the iPhone 14 Pro Max has a better display than the S23 Ultra. We don't know why they did that, but thankfully it's not gonna repeat with the S24 Ultra. South Korean media reports that Samsung will use a 13th gen AMOLED panel called the M13 for the S24 Ultra, in fact for all the S24 models. The new display panel is thinner, more power efficient, and has better picture quality. Interestingly, the iPhone 15 Ultra will use 12th gen OLED panels, the M12, which Samsung already used in their latest foldables, the Z Fold 5 and Flip 5. The M13 panels might not make their way into Apple smartphones until the iPhone 16. Next, recently we got to know that Samsung will stick with a 3x telephoto lens on the S24 Ultra, but instead it will get significantly better. Details were scarce at that time, but now we know exactly what they've improved with the telephoto lens. Ice Universe says that Samsung will use a new 50 megapixel telephoto camera with 3 times optical zoom. That's 5 times the resolution compared to the S23 Ultra, which has a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. This new camera will also have a bigger sensor, which means not only you'll have detailed photos and videos with 3x zoom both during day and night, but the intermediate zoom levels, which is anything between 3x and 10x, will also see a significant improvement with this change. Ever since the S21 Ultra, the zoom cameras basically remain the same, so this upgrade is long overdue, I would say. Personally, I'm really happy with this development as you get aesthetically pleasing photos in 3x mode than even the main camera, because the main camera is wide and has less separation from the background. Yes, it depends on the scene which lens you should use, but personally I use the telephoto more and couldn't be more happy that it's seeing a significant improvement. By the way, the South Korean report also confirms previous rumors of the RAM and storage upgrades. It says Samsung will offer the S24 Ultra in 2 RAM configurations, 12 and a massive 16 GB, while the S24 and S24 Plus will also be offered in 2 RAM options, 8 and 12 GB. It also says that the company is planning to increase the base storage to 256 GB across all the variants. Interestingly, the report mentions that the reason they are now providing better components is because of the Exynos chip. Since it's in-house, it costs significantly less than the Snapdragon counterpart. Also, it gives Samsung leverage to better negotiate with Qualcomm, which in turn will bring down the prices of the Snapdragon chips. I mean, recently we saw it cost around $160 for one Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip, while it's just $50 for the latest Tensor chip, which is based on Exynos. So in a way, Exynos is helping to make a better Samsung phone for everyone, including the Snapdragon regions. But the trade-off is that Europe and partly Asia will get an inferior performing phone, with the news that the latest Exynos is using a 10-core processor with a better yield rate means there shouldn't be a huge performance gap. But knowing the history, I'm not keeping my hopes up. Subscribe for more updates, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.